PHI. I heard about this term yesterday only, but I think it has been existing for much longer. Specific to an industry, though it is definitely has a lot to do with data privacy. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy. Today we are going to talk about PHI, what it is and what is its relevance. Very simple, it is protected health information. And health information has been there forever, even digitized one for many decades now. Health information, health data related to an individual is protected health information. Specific information covers only health context, his reports, his x-rays, any kind of reports, right? Any diagnostics that have been done on an individual for his health is protected health information. It is considered as sensitive personal data when we talk of in context of data privacy, right? That is where the two are related. Actually, it is sensitive personal data with respect to health of an individual. It's used in healthcare delivery. Doctors need to know what the patient has been going through, his prescriptions, etc. Insurance companies, because they prescribe insurance accordingly. Telemedicine, teleconsultation, on video call, they need to know your exact reports, parameters apart from what you are telling to them as symptoms, and for several clinic research. Right? So the protected health information is the PHI, which is also the sensitive personal data of an individual with respect to his health. Where are these collected? These are collected in hospitals and clinics. That's the first point. You go to a doctor, he'll check your parameters, small things like BP, etc., maybe even sugar, diabetes. He'll check on in his own table, on his own table, right? And then if he needs more information, he'll ask you to get some tests done, which you can get done from any lab around you. So basic clinic would also start collecting your health information. Telemedicine doctors, video consults, they need the information. You might be sharing with them some of the information. Fitness apps, even kids these days, my 10-year-old wants and wears a wristwatch that calculates how many steps has she walked, what is her heart rate, right? So heart rate, sleep rate, these kind of basic information, you don't need to go to the doctor and tell them. In fact, there is a device that you can plug in on your shoulder and it monitors your blood sugar also. So your doctor knows what is the status. It helps a lot. They say that if you track your food, note that down, and then you look at the report during the day, what time did your sugar spike? How much away was it from your food? And what was the content of the food? So if you monitor for 5 days and you say someday it spiked very heavily, someday it spiked lesser, then you can judge what quality of food impacts your diabetes more. Insurance applications, you have HbA1c less than 8, you are pre-diabetic kinds, you have a special kind of insurance available for yourselves. Diagnostic labs, as I said, they conduct all the blood tests and all. So they have. Does it matter on privacy? Yes, it does. These reports can be used to profile a patient, what kind of patient he is under a set of profiles. You can discriminate a patient, you can blackmail a patient. Right? You can always say ki this patient has these issues. Maybe if it's a slightly dangerous or risky kind of a ailment, though curable, the lab people might, you know, blackmail them, scare them away. Scaring is as good as blackmailing. It's not asking for a ransom, but it is, you know, creating a fear in your mind about your ailment, which may not be equally serious. Health data has higher reputational cost. So if they scare you more and nothing goes wrong, then you'll always say they were just scaring. What kind of a doctor he is, what kind of a lab is it? Regulators focus on special data like healthcare. DPDP Act specially talks about sensitive health data, which is protected health information in this language, and therefore this category of information needs more protection. You need to be more careful with this. What are some of the best practices? Follow data minimization. Collect as less as possible and only what is required for your purpose. So you define the purpose and then you decide what you need to collect for it and collect only that. It may be that you only need the name and the date of birth just to create a profile saying patients of this age group, right? That kind of a stuff. Ensure that data is kept encrypted and it is encrypted in transit as well. So instead of sending reports on WhatsApps, open communications, put the reports on your app, right? Ensure that they are encrypted so that when the patient accesses them, he is accessing only through his login. So it's limited access, and he opens up a encrypted report without the needing to have the encryption keys and decryption methods with him. No open communication modes, no WhatsApps, no SMSs to share the critical health data. Make it a part of your privacy policy so that your organization handles it better than any other personal data. With your patients, get an informed consent which is revocable. They can always get it reversed back. Review data processing processes of the third parties with whom you share. Hospitals have labs outsourced, labs have sub labs outsourced, right? So, what is the data processing agreements with them? Are they safe? Are they encrypting data? Is data sharing across smooth, easy, protected? So review these processes and ensure that you have proper data processing agreements with the third parties to whom you outsource your processing. So that's about PHI, protected health information. Very, very simple, sensitive personal health data, but in a different language. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.